Item 705, discussion and consideration for approval of the 2025 capital plan. Mr. Simmons.
Yes, annually we're required to go to the Division of School Facilities and request any funding that we would like to request, depending on their funding availability, whether they fund it or not. But we provided an enrollment projection that was between 3.5% and 8% per year, depending on our demographer report and Mr. Stewie, our internal demographer combination. What will end up happening is we will submit this information. We also now show a school opening in the fall of 27, along with what the SFB showed last year. And also we're requesting that they reopen the land application, which was approved and partially submitted to them with appraisals and environmental reports. And then at the last moment, they told us they didn't have any money and they didn't want to purchase the land for us this year. Not a surprise the way that's worked in the past, but we want to continue to seek that money because it does help the community not have to fund those things through taxpayer dollars. I just recommend the governing board approve the 2025 capital plan to be submitted by myself as presented.
Do we have a motion, please?
Motion to approve the 2025 capital plan as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Let's hope that the SFOB actually goes through with it this time.
It would be nice.
I had a question. Did they give a rationale why the residential housing section of the capital plan's been removed? I mean, is it just to deny more funding or?
The conspiracy theorists in us would say yes. What they're saying is they're using more of the housing starts versus what's actually on cities' books as far as permits issued and that sort of thing, instead of actually relying on the developers to provide that information. That's their answer.
Jeff, on this issue, who does all these studies? It comes out of our MNO?
We've used indirect costs to pay for the demographer report in the past, which is a funding source that comes from grants that allow us to have administrative expenses. And so we funded it out of those items in the past.
Thank you.
And are they're looking at individual households, or are they looking at actual density?
Supposedly all of the above. As our demographer is looking, the other tricky part now is the start of all the apartments in Buckeye and Goodyear, and how that's going to generate students or not generate students. So there's a little bit of an argument about that. And so we'll see what ASU is the school Division of School Facilities demographer. And so we'll see how they compare to our demographer that the district has hired.
Well, we saw a significant spike in EFHS, and we already know that there's not a whole lot of square footage left for Yonkers, so I definitely need to see this through.
Yes.
Jeff, on the percentage, 3.5%, is that pretty accurate over the years that it's?
Over the years, but again, it's a projection, so it's really depending on how much dirt is turning and how fast people are moving in. And so, again, it's a moving target, but it's our best estimate right now.
No more discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.